As a society, we have this whole narrative of the only way to motherhood is, the conventional, get married to someone else, have children with each other, and then you're officially now a mother. It makes it difficult for a queer family like mine. And so, yeah, I'll always have that. I don't think that will go away. I'll always have that imposter syndrome of, I'm not your mom, I'm your friend. So there's all that. The formation, I think, is the biggest difference. And maybe as societies, we just need to look at it's possible for formation to be different, don't have to be bad mom. My name is Aya JP Karijo, chosen mother of 5 children. Mama lesbians right now, so so we had a whole Mother's Day thing. And then one of them was like, oh yeah, you're now a mother of lesbians. I think that's the other funny thing about my chosen family. It's a family where the children are queer or they're not mainstream gender. So there's also that unique aspect. When I use the word chosen, it describes how we have constituted our family. So I chose my children, and they chose me back as their mother, and they kind of chose each other as siblings. So, and maybe to differentiate, like the difference between our family and regular families is there's no blood ties between the members of the family. So how my family was constituted, so the people who are now my children and myself were, I think from 2018, I got involved in activism work. So I would be called for panels and conferences and stuff, and would meet. And so with this particular 4 actually, because my son wasn't in the picture then, we kind of formed a bond. We'd check on each other. A lot of times they'd be going through a lot of either financial problems, and when they would struggle with their birth families, they're always there for each other, or they'd call me and I'd be there for each of them individually. And then there was also the ruling for the LGBT community in Kenya had appealed for decriminalization. They'd gone to court to ask this particular penal code law that says same-sex relationships are illegal, to ask for it to be decriminalized, not so they could get married, so that they don't get harassed by police, extorted, because there's no actual case being prosecuted. But if you look different, if you're like me, you look different, you're transgender, you're not even gay or anything, whatever, but you'd still get stopped by cops, threatened, and yeah, so those kind of things. So, but in 2019, May 24th, the court denied the petition. And so first there was a lot of lashback. So it was more of like, the court has confirmed you guys are illegal. And so we had a lot of lesbians being outed, especially not in places like this, Kilimani, because this is a bit up market. But if you live like where they lived, Kasarani and stuff, you had to move, because people are like, Nyamkwangi, my sisters, you two are not sisters, we know what you are. And so there was that veiled threat, now not coming from the police, from your neighbors and all that. And so it became more, like our duty of care to each other kind of increased. And so we kept having discussions to if we can just band together, live together, then we can, be each other's safety net. I know I've had to be there for them for a lot of things, like a mental health for some of them individually, or a breakup and stuff. So yeah, things like that. Yeah, so apart from being the non-mainstream mom, I also have a very non-mainstream family, where if I'm addressing one of my children, I have to remember, their pronoun is not she, they are they. And then the person who's female is actually my son. And when they bring their partners home, because they're also, the third thing which makes it a bit different is they're also adults. When they bring the partner home, with only one from whom I can expect, she's a girl, she's gonna bring a boy home. the rest of them, their partners will be, people of the same sex. So there's that whole thing of where I have to open my mind to all these possibilities, the possibilities of me being, a transgender woman who's a mom to 5, the possibility of my children not having the conventional accepted sexuality, and my children not being of the conventional accepted gender. So it's more family that's way out there, not on the beaten path here. The choice to love is what constitutes motherhood, and I think as a society we really have to open up our view. Because I have a queer family, I don't expect us to have like different values. It should be the same way the societal prescribed family anchors itself on love. We still do the same on choosing each other. It's the same expectations, just what does it mean to be human, and what does it mean to preserve that humanness, and what means to be human within this group called a family. So I think it's just going back to the basics. As a society, I think we should just anchor ourselves on what it means to be human. So whenever we have a choice to make, it's, do we allow people to live their freedom? Do we allow other human beings to love each other? And then do we aim to increase our knowledge? I think those are the 3 things I don't know, anchor my whole life on now. We have to come to that point where, okay, if the doctor can't say baby boy anymore to you, then you have to give society a term for you. And you're like, okay, transgender woman, transgender man, and then a gender non-conforming person right in the middle. So, which is weird, because even the terms we use to describe ourselves, like when you say trans woman or transgender woman, it's based on society's definitions of man and woman. So you're saying, okay, across, so trans, so it's in the opposite direction. So it's already built on that foundation that society already has, a lot of gendered roles, and it gives them a point of reference, because I realize a lot of times when people treat you badly, it's either they don't have a point of reference or they're scared of difference, and it's not always malice, because someone who doesn't know you, why would they be malicious? So giving them words to use gives them a point of reference, but even without the words, if you could always just see each other as human beings, then that would be like the perfect world. Yeah.